Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show.
Morning. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. It's weird. This is a mental health awareness shirt.
Yep.
From our friends at Homs, but it's the only shirt that I have that's Valentine's Day colors, and it's got hearts on it. So I figured, you know what? Whichever part of this you're on,
Yep.
on Valentine's Day, it also works. You might be full heart. You might be in a situationship. You might be brokenhearted.
That's not what those hearts mean.
No, but for Valentine's Day,
okay.
the shirt changes
Yes.
meanings. Every other day, it's about mental health. Like wherever your heart
got
is
it.
on this spectrum, you're still good. Someone still loves you. But today, it's a little different. Miguel in Miami, Florida, thank you very much for those
Daniel.
1,000 bits. Kim from Connecticut, thank you very much for the 200 bits. I want to put this screen up.
Hold on. There's people
What?
talking about my shirt. Guys,
Oh.
it's not a shirt.
It's a dress.
It's a dress.
It's a cool dress.
It's a rental. Hold on. I'm attached.
It's a cool dress.
It's a little snug in some spots, so I'm not going to wear it in public.
So you're just going to wear it here?
But,
You rented something just to wear at home?
well, I rented it. See my socks?
Oh, and you got love socks on.
I
Are
rented
those new
it.
socks?
I've had them, but I rented it to wear, possibly to my event last night.
Okay.
But I also rented the sparkle dress for that, and it's like if I button this, I look like I'm busting out of it. So it's why it's
Gotcha.
open at the moment. But it was giving me 70s vibes, so I pinned back my hair up here, probably like my mom wore in high school.
Great question from Melissa Russo 619.
That's
She said,
not what that says.
Melissa, oh no, Ruello. Oh no, I read Russo. I read Russo like Ryan Russo from ESPN.
Rudo.
She asked, did you get the cats a Valentine's Day gift, Carla Marie?
Their Valentine's Day gift is getting to live in this house rent free.
That's it? Just their life?
Yeah. I didn't get them
Seems
anything.
kind of cheap for someone who talks about cats all the time.
It is true. Maybe I'll get them a little gift. I have some errands to run today. But I should, because Caroline and Max have to get dental surgery on Friday, and I am freaking out about it. We'll talk more about it on Thursday, but I am like, every hour, I'm like, all over again.
DJ Synth, thank you very much for those 100 bits. Appreciate that. I want to pull up, I'm going to put this screen on. So I got the hype train, the hype boss going again. And this is where it's like a weird tool. I don't really think I know how to fully use it, honestly. Let me take this off. So every time you do something, whether you subscribe or follow the channel or gift bits, this power bar from Miguel in Miami, Florida will go down a certain amount of points per action. And then if you can beat Miguel in Miami, Florida, who gifted 1,000 bits earlier, you become the hype boss, so on
Cool.
and so forth. And that will most likely get us through Hype Train Level 5. And then we'll be able to take our shot from Seattle Cocktail Club.
Vanessa with one S
Yes.
is saying that you're saying Valentine wrong.
Valentine.
Are you saying Valentine's when you're not? Because you have yesterday's list up.
God damn it. Why does it always revert back? Hold on, let me...
Thanks, Meg. Yeah, I see it right here. Oh, did you add something? Can you add something?
Go for it. Here, write whatever you want.
Oh, perfect.
Merry Christmas. Just going to wait here. What am I saying wrong for... Nope. What are you trying to do?
I have more things.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to format this thing now. Okay. That's actually fine. I can make this work.
Oh, before I forget, the little tape on that side makes life very difficult for me when I'm posting this other places because it's stuck on our faces.
Oh, I kind of liked it, but I'll change it after today. Today's show is still going to have that.
That's fine.
But I'll change it after today. Listen, I'm making minor adjustments every day, trying to tweak this thing. And sometimes you take a chance and it doesn't work out.
Are you saying Valentine's Day?
No, I am not. Valentine's Day. I mean, I can mumble sometimes, but I'm not a Valentine's person. Just not. We could go back and listen. Maybe I mumbled, but
Well, let's see
I'm
what
definitely not saying it on purpose.
Vanessa said.
Let's see if it switched. Oh, it did switch. Perfect. There we go. Oh, Miguel in Miami, Florida only has 200 points left until he loses his hype boss status. I'll put the chat back on here. There we go. All right, Carla Marie, Hype Train Level 5 is complete. Pour it up.
Find out what you're doing wrong. I'd really love to know.
I will. I'm sure plenty of people will say it.
Well, I got a whole bag from Seattle Cocktail Club this week. It says, what does it say?
It says, I don't know.
It's not has nothing.
Bomb Squad?
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So.
Lisa says I didn't say anything wrong, or she didn't hear anything wrong, so that's good.
Oh.
Do you even know the shot we have?
Wait, I left a plate up here. Did you take it downstairs?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes, I took the plate down from yesterday.
I need it.
Stop trying to make it sound like I ruined the whole morning.
The whole kit here.
Okay, well,
go get it.
We don't leave plates in the studio, Carla Marie.
It was clean.
It doesn't matter.
I need it.
Okay, here, you can then read that.
I need a small plate.
A small plate.
A saucer. A salsa.
Okay.
All right. We are drinking a red hot Valentine. And it's Jack Daniel's Fire, Wild Roots, Dark Cherry Vodka, and my favorite, Grenadine.
Ooh, cool.
I love Grenadine. That's
Shirley Temple.
Yeah, that's what Shirley. Whoa. That's what Shirley Temples are. It's Grenadine and Sprite. We're not having that today, but we are having a red hot Valentine. So it's Jack Daniel's Fire, Wild Roots, Dark Cherry Vodka. I don't think I've ever had that. And Grenadine. And then we're going to coat it with some sugar. And we have some candy hearts to eat too. Has nothing to do with the drink. You don't have to have candy hearts. But I will start mixing this bad boy up so it's ready. No layering today, Meg. I love me cherry. So, let's see. Ooh, sure. No, Shirley Temple's not ginger ale and grenadine. It's definitely Sprite. At least it was when I was a child. So I can promise you, I was not drinking ginger ale as a child. I had my first ginger ale in college when I was hungover. Lexi loves Cleveland. Thank you for, I don't know, using that emote. It caught my attention for some reason. Ooh. I keep squinting because my eyes have gotten kind of bad lately. I went to the eye doctor, the Dow man, who's often in this chat, and turns out I do need glasses for reading. So this will be fun.
Here you go. Here's your plate.
Thank you. Okay.
Krisha took the day off for some self-care. Good to see it. All right, well, now that the hype train is over, I guess we can designate Miguel in Miami, Florida as today's hype boss. No
That's
one took
cool.
him down by the time we got to level 5.
Oh.
What? Oh, boy.
Scotty, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to disagree with you on this.
What?
But the official Shirley Temple is Sprite and Grenadine. He's telling me it's ginger ale.
I always thought it was Sprite.
It is. He's telling me that must be a New Jersey thing.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, but it's the best because it's so sweet. Like, it makes you do that. Can you lick your rim?
Oh, this is a great question from
No, wait, that's
Melissa.
not how we should do this.
Hold on, let me move this off the screen and put this. There we go.
What?
Does Seattle Cocktail Club do a monthly box subscription that we can get these drinks? That would actually be
Illegal.
No, not in every state. In some states, you can ship alcohol.
But they can't because they are not an alcohol company.
But what if they partnered with alcohol companies?
No. That's
like Walmart's not an alcohol company. You can buy.
They sell it though. Seattle Cocktail you can't like.
So maybe they can.
So they can sell. They can send you everything you need, which is what we've done before. Everything you need to make the cocktail, except the alcohol, and just tell you the exact alcohol to get.
Yeah, exactly.
They could do that. But shipping things is honestly super expensive, so that ends up being the downfall of a lot of subscription boxes.
Carla Marie, Google says it's ginger ale officially.
You know,
for a Shirley Temple.
It's crazy when Google's wrong.
I wonder what ChatGPT says though. The new Google.
Maria in Omaha, it's for sure Sprite.
Oh, this is something while Carla Marie is slowly preparing this drink. There's a trend that I've noticed. So we get these statistics on every Twitch show, every broadcast that we do. And normally we have about 90 to 130 unique chatters, I believe. That's unique accounts that enter the chat at some point during our stream. But during that same stream, we end up with anywhere from usually 400 to 600 unique accounts, like that actually
That
have
aren't
accounts
chatting.
that aren't that join at some point, which means there's anywhere from 200 to 300 people every day who are not chatting.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. And that's not including people who are just going to twitch.tv/Carla Marie Anthony. That number, because they don't count that since they're not unique accounts. You know what I mean?
No, but it's okay.
Anyway, the point that I was getting to was if you've never chatted before, what I'd like to ask you to do at some point today is just say your name and where you're from. We're not going to ask you to follow up. We're not going to make this too involved for you. But I'd love to see some new accounts jump in there and see if we can get the unique chatter number up closer towards the unique viewer number. I realize our mics have been kind of hot, so I apologize for that, and I appreciate your patience.
You can have one of these as a chaser.
Oh, cool.
All right, whatever you get, that's what it means.
I usually hate these kinds of candies, but on Valentine's Day. Oh, real love, like Mary J. Blige.
Mine says text me.
I do that often.
Not really.
I don't call you.
That's actually not true. I think you might call me more than...
Absolutely not.
It's just so much easier.
Absolutely not. Chat GPT, by the way, from Lenny and Queens, it says lemon lime soda such as Sprite or 7-Up. So, wow, Google and Chat GPT gave us different answers for what the ingredients to a Shirley Temple are. Who's correct?
Me.
Should we call up Seattle Cocktail Club? Although it's not really a cocktail. So they wouldn't be the experts on that.
But they know bartenders, and bartenders have to make it.
Yeah. I got like no salt on my rim.
I asked you to rim it.
Carla Marie, cheers to you. Cheers to our
Ma'am.
friends at Seattle Cocktail Club, and cheers to everyone who supported the
Cheers
stream today.
To my Red Hot Valentine. That's what the drink is called.
Oh, it's called? Okay, cool. Yeah, me too, I guess. Huh. What was in that? Jack Fire, that makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of like a Red Hot. That's really good. That's really good. And now I'll have my candy heart.
It was really good. It threw me off because it was like super cold for some reason.
Okay. We're going to end the Shirley Temple debate. And I like this from It's Meg Not Megan. She said it's traditionally ginger ale, but has changed over time. And then Scotty said most bars no longer have ginger ale, sadly. Huh.
Where is Scotty going?
I don't know. Pittsburgh's a weird place, man.
Barb from Maryland. Miss
What
Peppy.
up, Barb?
Hello.
Again, we said we're not going to
I'm just saying hi.
isolate them. We're not going to ask them too many questions. Just thank you for joining the chat. We appreciate you.
What's your phone number?
Tell everyone in the chat what your phone number is.
Don't do that.
All right, so on the list today, February 14th, obviously, happy Valentine's Day. We took our Valentine's Day shot from Seattle Cocktail Club. What is the right Valentine's Day gift? And I guess this is an individual question, depending on what you want, if you have a Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the correct Valentine's Day gift, Carla Marie? Something I probably should have asked you, I don't know, at least a couple days ago.
We talked about this, actually, on Twitch like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Every relationship is completely different. Every relationship I've been in has been completely different. Also, just depends on where you are in your life, what you have time for. And I think it does need to be a conversation prior to today with your significant other. But for me, it's just a thought. Like, it's literally, this is the holiday for me where it's the thought that counts.
Okay.
I don't need anything over the top. Just like if I casually mentioned once, oh my God, I love marshmallows. And you're like, you know what? We're going to do a s'mores night. And I set up all different marshmallow things, like whatever. Something like that.
Have you casually mentioned anything recently that I should know of?
And I think it's like, I didn't think of yours until yesterday. I had ideas, but I found like the perfect part of it.
Hold on.
No, I had little things.
No. Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to call BS, but something's fishy here. Let me explain.
Wait,
let me explain, Carla Marie. So, for the past couple days, I told Carla Marie that I had something planned.
Yeah.
Right? for Valentine's Day. For those that don't know, Carla Marie is my Valentine. Also, my girlfriend on days that are not Valentine's Day. So I told Carla Marie that I had something planned, but I didn't tell her what it was. I didn't tell her if it was a gift, if it was an event, if it was whatever.
I have no idea.
So you didn't know until yesterday that we'd be going out to dinner.
No, I take that back. You told me last week it was dinner.
I said I made a plan. I just didn't tell you what it was, which means you didn't know
I swear to God, I knew what I was
until
getting
yesterday that you were going out to dinner, and just miraculously yesterday, you also came up with your idea for Valentine's Day.
You're getting 5 gifts.
Don't give me 5 gifts. I don't want 5 gifts.
They're like small, like a Shirley Temple, like things like that.
Okay.
And I was like, I need one more thing. Like, it doesn't seem right. And it was yesterday around 5 p.m. when I was
late.
like,
okay,
I got it. When I tell you 5 gifts, they're going to be like under $15.
Combined?
Under $20.
Combined.
Yeah.
Wow. Dinner's not going to be under $20 combined. I can guarantee you that.
I'll do a final count and let everyone know tomorrow.
This actually, you know what? Let's pivot for a second. Because Valentine's Day often becomes the day where the boyfriend or the husband or whoever, like one person in that relationship, usually the male, if it's a heterosexual relationship, ends up spending way more than the other person. Mm-hmm. Is there anyone out there who has spent way more or gone above and beyond for their male partner?
Yeah, people. Yeah.
I don't hear of that very often.
Well, because,
and I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just a thing.
Because the holiday in general is geared towards stereotypical gifts for women, right?
Yeah.
Your teddy bears,
jewelry,
your flowers, your jewelry,
chocolate.
Like, even when Father's Day rolls around, it's like, here's a grill and a slab of meat for Dad.
Yeah.
Like, there really isn't like the stereotypical things women like. So that.
What do you mean?
Like, flowers is so stereotypical that women like. There isn't a gift like that for men. What am I gonna get you a beer? Like beer?
I think if you're going with a cheap gift for a guy, food is always good, right? Like if a guy can get chocolate and take a woman out to dinner, there's no reason that a woman can't get some sort of sweet box of cookies, brownies. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hello Robin is right down the road.
We gotta talk about
you
that.
could go there.
Damn, that wasn't on my list. I should have been.
And for the record, there are also a lot of guys, maybe not flowers. I'm sure there are guys who do like flowers, but plants. Like, I'm sure if you were DJ Vega's Valentine and you got that man, if you don't know DJ Vega, he lives here in Seattle, phenomenal DJ, loves plants. 3 things that guy loves: his daughter, plants, and Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm sure if you got him a plant, he'd appreciate it.
But you don't like cheap things like plants. You like one-of-one sneakers and, I don't know, games I gotta go buy from 12-year-olds.
Chocolate's always good, though. Like a chocolate product, a brownie. Maybe some homemade brownies.
I'm not making you fucking
I'm just
brownies.
saying.
I wish I could tell everybody. If you leave, I can tell everybody what I'm getting you.
I'll do that. Also, Angela says that she's currently looking up dog-safe flowers. One of the reasons Carla Marie does not get flowers anymore. You have gotten flowers in the past.
Yeah, but then we have to like lock them in a bathroom.
Yeah. They're either in a closet or in the bathroom away from all the cats, and it makes them kind of useless. And they die faster because they're in the closet.
Yesterday at the Valentine's event with Seattle Cocktail Club, one of the things you could do was plant a mini succulent. It was a cute little plant. And I put it on the kitchen counter. I was like, they're not going to find this. And I woke up this morning to the succulent on my bedroom floor.
And dirt everywhere in the kitchen.
Dirt everywhere. So we can't have nice things in this house unless we lock them in a bathroom. So I don't want flowers. But you did give me... I'll
go get that. We can explain the flower situation.
Okay, but you can't go back and look.
I won't.
All right.
I really won't. You know this. I don't need to snoop.
I know.
I'm where secrets go to die.
All right.
I don't. That's
Leave your
not
phone
me.
in here while you go, so I can look it up.
I legit don't even know where my phone is.
It was a joke.
I don't know.
Well, Anthony's not getting brownies. That's not on the
phone's
list.
in my pocket.
Let me get my list out. Ow, shoot.
So I'm not watching.
Shoot. That's not why I said to leave your phone. Okay. So, I'm going to get Anthony chocolate-covered gummy bears, which he loves. Then I'm making him chocolate-covered strawberries, which he loves. And I'm going to get him his favorite donut, which is the Feather Boa. It's a strawberry frosted donut with coconut flakes at Top Hot Donut. I'm getting him a Mexican Coke because he loves that. And then I'm going to Papa John's and getting him a heart-shaped pizza because this man will not stop talking about wanting to get Papa John's pizza. I don't know why. It came out of nowhere for like 3 months. He's like, I want Papa John's because one opened up in Ballard. He's like, I want Papa John's. I want Papa John's. I'm like, dude, I'm not eating Papa John's. Like, wait till you go to New Jersey to have pizza. So I'm going to get him a heart-shaped one because he will not shut up. And that's the end. No brownies. I am getting him diabetes. Fred, come on. He's going to see these things. Guys, hello? Lenny, are you kidding? Guys, he's going to see these words. Claire deleted. I love it. Thank you. Just making sure no one else ruins the surprise. Erase. Okay, you can come back. Everyone just started being like, that blah, blah, blah is such a great gift.
Is it all gone?
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. So, after our friend Kira stayed here, like a week and a half ago, I came home and I was like, oh my God, Anthony, that's so cute. Kira left me a cute gift on my like dresser in the closet, these little plants. And he was like, I got you that. And I was like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Like, I did. And I said, why?
I got them from the market here at Pike Place Market. I will say Kira did help. So I picked out the amount of plants we were going to get because they have like a bunch of different planter sizes and styles. I picked out the amount we were going to get, and I think 2 of the 4 flowers, and then I showed it to Kira, and I said, what do you think about this combination? And she was like, stop. And she helped fill it out and alternate some of the colors and whatnot.
And
so
you said, why did I get these?
So I got them because I like getting, believe it or not, I actually do like getting Carla Marie things. I've gotten her flowers in the past, but like we said, flowers are not the easiest thing to have in a house with 4 cats. So I got those because you can leave them on the counter in your walk-in closet.
And they're fake.
It'll brighten up the place a little bit. They're fake.
And they don't really, for some reason, go on that dresser much.
No.
I don't know why. But no, the closet stays open. But it's super cute.
And by the way, you can still get those. If you go to the Pike Place Market, they're in the corridor that has a lot of the little booths and stuff, like paintings, flowers, things like that. You go like
if you're looking at the market,
you have to go far right. If you're in the cobblestone going into the main part of the market with the fish, you go all the way to the right, hard right, and just keep walking down. You'll see them. Okay. And it's apparently, this guy could have been BSing me, but apparently his grandmother has been doing these, hand makes them. They're like wax or clay or something. And she's been hand making them. She's Filipino, I believe. And she's been making them for like 15 years in the market.
They're not like plastic. It is like a not flimsy, but like
it's a soft clay essentially.
Yeah. They're so cool. Oh, the guy.
So there you go.
I see a lot of people mentioning flower Legos. They have succulent Legos now too.
Oh, really?
It was in What's Trending.
I don't remember that. I remember most of the What's Trendings. So the question remains, though, is there anyone in the chat, specifically female, who has a male partner? Oh. Okay. Who has spent a lot on their male partner, boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever, for Valentine's Day. And hopefully more
in the past
than that guy has spent on you. What was the most you've spent on Valentine's Day, Carla Marie?
I got my boyfriend in high school a open box, so at Best Buy, iPod.
Oh, like someone returns an iPod.
It was probably like $100-something bucks.
Yeah.
Like, in high school.
That's a lot.
Do you know how many hours I had to work? What an idiot. And then I broke up with him on Valentine's Day.
Becky from Miami so far has
the win
with a $1,200 Samsung tablet, also a win because it was a Samsung product. Although I will say, in the world of tablets, I do believe that Apple reigns supreme with the iPad. Okay,
well then you would love an iPhone.
No, I've used an iPhone. I don't like it. I don't like the experience.
Vanessa with one S. I probably got this for someone as a gift as
What?
well. She said I got my Valentine's. No, it's Valentine.
Yes.
So Vanessa was the one calling you out earlier.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I'm confused.
Just move
I got
on.
my Valentine a personalized chain back in the day. The nameplates were a huge thing.
Were nameplates a big thing for guys?
Oh yeah. All the guys I was in school with had them.
Really?
Their whole name. Not the lot. Their whole
I don't
person.
know. I mean, listen.
You didn't have Anthony in like gold and silver on the gold plate? Come on.
I had an Anthony ring, I believe, but it was when I was like a baby. And that's like a weird thing, probably because my whole family was jewelers at the time.
I have Carla Marie on a ring.
I know that when I worked for my dad, women with nameplates was a big thing. Like you get your whole name. Even if your name was like Tiffany Vanessa.
Yeah.
Like a whole name on the nameplate. I really don't remember in my entire life working for my dad. I don't remember a guy coming in and getting a nameplate. Now, if you were a baller, or most likely if your parents were ballers, you would get the double the double nameplate with diamonds on at least the first letter of your name and then the underline.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know where mine is. Fred said a nameplate was required for all us Hispanic guys in the 90s.
I mean, maybe it was a Puerto Rican thing or a Hispanic thing. But
I have the whole ring, Carla Marie.
I also didn't work for my dad in the 90s. I wasn't old enough. I started like early 2000s.
Get him on the horn.
I'm not going to call my dad right now.
It's a busy day for him.
Actually, it might be. There's a very good chance it is a busy day for my dad right now.
Let's get your dad on the horn. Ask him how many guys are rolling in there today.
They probably rolled in yesterday. But there are probably some coming in today. That was the best working for my dad. I obviously worked for him sometimes during Valentine's Day, during the Valentine's season, if you will, which is like a week. But normally, around Christmas, especially once online shopping became like the thing that everyone did, the Christmas season in a retail jewelry shop shortened. Because a lot of people who would buy early ended up buying their gifts online. And it wasn't usually jewelry. Jewelry was still something you bought in person mostly, but they would buy other things to replace the jewelry purchase. But once you got to the week before Christmas, that's when it's almost like instead of all those people coming in for a month, they just all slid to the week before Christmas.
That's crazy.
And everyone is last minute shopping. And at that point, like my dad would never price gouge anyone, but people didn't even ask sometimes. They're like, that watch in a box, just tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Like that's
I get it.
Crazy.
That's the worst part about last minute shopping. You're like, just give it to me.
That's what men are doing today, all over the country. They're just walking into a jewelry store going, what do I get my wife, girlfriend, or fiance? A lot of times what'll happen, especially before Valentine's Day or Christmas, is the customers that know my dad will come in, even some that don't, will come in and say, what are you getting for your wife? He'll show them and they'll buy that.
Okay, I was going to ask you then, what does your dad normally get your
jewelry.
wife, your mom, for Valentine's Day?
Yeah. My dad thinks it's crazy that I don't get jewelry for you or any girlfriend I've had in my life, like on a weekly basis.
Well, I don't want that. I do need a pair of earrings. If you want to get me those.
You're a strong, independent woman. You can go get yourself some earrings.
Vicky said, I had a nameplate, but the V was fancy and in script, and it looked like Dickie. Jen and Lisa said they're twins, that they used to wear them to family functions, their nameplates, so people could tell them apart.
That's actually really smart for twins. Yeah. Did your twin nieces, did they have nameplates?
No, they don't look alike. They never really.
That's true.
There was like sometimes they would, but
I feel like your family is the put twins in matching outfits family.
Well, okay, let's be fair.
Most families are.
Every family. My sister and I were matching outfits till I think I was 8.
So that means she was what, 6? How old is she? 5.
83 Marie Smith. Dude, not just men. I saw people at Target last night, last minute stuff for kids for school parties and stuff. Okay.
That one's an acceptable last minute buy though.
So this brings me to Valentine's dads.
Okay.
My dad, like my mom buys all of her all the girls, right? Something small for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but your mom's not necessarily the best person for this example.
Let me finish. This isn't an example.
Okay.
So, like, you'd wake up Valentine's morning before school, and whether it was like a headband you were going to wear that day, something like that. It was something cute for Valentine's. This year I got a blanket that has a letter on it. And I thought it was like a handwritten letter, like a letter from her, but it was just like you ordered this thing online.
Oh, that's what that is?
And it's like from mom.
I was like, where the hell did this new blanket come
I thought
from?
my mom like wrote the letter on the blanket, but she was like, no, it came like that.
Okay.
But that's what I got this year
For Valentine's Day.
for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
My dad was never I have all these daughters, let me get them a rose or something for Valentine's Day to show them this is how a man should treat them thing. But now, like, you see, like, all these dads who have young daughters, like, they're, like, make sure they show them this is how a man should treat you. This is Valentine's Day. So my dad was never a Valentine's dad.
Well, here's a couple points there.
Like, he didn't even know what my mom would get us for Valentine's Day.
Number one is, I think your dad had too many daughters.
Yeah.
He had 5 daughters with 2 wives.
Yes.
So, like,
but not 2 wives at the same time.
No.
You made it sound like Valentine's Day.
It was crazy in Salt Lake City back in the day.
No.
No, so 2 marriages, 5 daughters. It's a lot of daughters to, like, roam around on Valentine's Day to give them, like, little meaningless gifts.
Okay.
And not meaningless, but little gifts.
Or a card.
The other thing that you have to remember is your dad wasn't an Instagram dad.
I agree with that.
I wonder how many of these dads are doing it for Instagram to get, like, oh, you're such a good dad. Fuck nonsense on Instagram.
Wait, well, Fred the mailman's in here. He's not really an Instagram dad. I'm curious if he buys his daughter or has bought his daughter something for Valentine's
There's a lot of dads in here, probably. Let's hear it. And you can always call us. I will make sure our phone line is up. Yesterday, I know we missed a call from Chris in Austin.
Oh, we didn't have it on.
I was just a big dummy and forgot to.
But dads, if you don't, I think getting a daughter something is like, and moms, you can get your son something. I think that is a good way to do it. Of being like, look, this is what it's like to be appreciated on a holiday.
Yeah.
Or both the parents get the kid something. That's fine. Shouldn't always be man buying for woman, whatever. But
No, I do think it is definitely a good idea. And I don't have daughters or sons, but I think it is a good idea for fathers to make sure daughters know how they are supposed to be treated in a relationship. And you should also do the same thing for your son.
Oh,
you should let your kids know what is expected in a healthy relationship, what you give, what you take, what you put up with, what you don't, all of that stuff. And if you remember, I mean, back in the day when we were just coworkers and we had a radio show, I brought you flowers, I brought Alabama flowers.
Mhm.
I think getting women in your life flowers on Valentine's Day is an okay thing to do.
Yes. Who said this? Megan. What should dads of multiple daughters do?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like, you can buy a single rose.
1 rose?
Yeah. With like a little note.
Fair.
Get your friend Sean on the phone. I bet you he buys his daughter.
I would call Sean. I still think he's not fully recovered from the Eagles Super Bowl loss.
He was
Big
there.
Eagles fan. He was at the game, drove, I believe, from San Diego to Arizona for the game. I think he's still recovering. So I don't know if that call is going to be great. But yeah, I would assume that most of my friends who have daughters who are cognizant human beings, I have a couple friends who have daughters who are just too little for that. I assume they would all do something for their daughters on Valentine's Day.
Fred the mailman said, my daughter's birthday is in March. That's when I spoil her. We buy discount candy on February 15th. I love it.
That's like for Orthodox families. If you're Christian and you're Orthodox,
Easter.
Our Easter is so cheap, except for like once every 5 or 6 years when it lines up with the same weekend as Catholic Easter or non-Orthodox Easter, I should say. Every other year, I mean, there are years where we're 5 weeks behind.
That's crazy.
Regular Easter. So our
Your Easter is stale.
It's great though. I mean, you're getting like 18,
but there's already
you're getting 18 of those big ass chocolate bunnies for like $1.
Yeah, but there's already 4th of July stuff in the store by then.
That's true.
You're getting some hot dogs. Happy
Merrick,
Easter.
thank you very much for the hydration reminder. Appreciate that. It's Meg, not Megan. So wait, is it weird that my dad used to get me Valentine's Day gifts up until last year?
No.
I am 35. No, I don't think so.
I think my sister and I think our dad should be still buying us Valentine's Day gifts. Or just a text for F's sake.
Just to say Happy Valentine's Day?
It's not going to happen.
I didn't know until like much later in life that some of my guy friends would wish their moms Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Never did it.
Yes.
That was just not
like,
something.
You should have definitely sent your mom a flower.
That was just not something
You could have bought her
I
one of these and sent it.
ever thought of. I don't even know. This is gonna sound weird. I don't even know where my mom is right now to send her something. She might be in California. She might be in New Jersey. My mom travels a lot now.
Great.
It's hard to pin her down somewhere. Let's see. My boyfriend is 44 years old, says Alicia from the 215, and his mom still gives him an Easter basket.
love
Only
it.
child.
I still get Easter candy or something.
But that's why I was saying earlier that your mom's not the best example.
I know.
Because your mom buys things for, she's like, oh, it's your saint's half birthday.
You'll get a text on your Saint Day.
Yeah, I know. And she loves buying, your mom loves buying, what's the word?
Tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes? That's the word?
Trinkets.
Yeah. Big fan of them. And there's nothing wrong with that.
They go on vacation. Everyone needs something. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I don't need an Aruba tank top.
Britt from Chattanooga, my husband gave his mom a Valentine from our son this year. So grandson to grandmother, Valentine's
cute.
Day gift.
There are no rules.
No.
There are no. It was just something that I thought of. I'm always curious about. There's no like every dad should be buying their daughter this, every husband should be doing this, every wife should be doing this. No. There are no rules for Valentine's Day. Other than personally, I just think someone should put some thought into the day.
Someone, not you. Someone
in
other
their
than
relationship. I did. Ask the people.
you? I can ask them what you got.
No, they think that I did good.
We'll see. What's it? Marianne from NYC sent my 2 adult kids. Was it sugar wishes?
Yeah, so they
What
can
are they-
pick
what is
their own
that?
treats. So I believe you go on and then it's like an empty box online, and then you pick the different candies you want to fill your box with, and then you get it sent to you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was that a what's trending? I feel like
Like in 2014.
oh, yeah.
I think so.
That's pretty cool.
I should have did it for the holiday.
Erica P said, speaking of tchotchkes, is that how you pronounce the word? Tchotchkes?
Tchotchkes.
She calls her neighbors the tchotchkes. They have 30 lawn ornaments in their garden. Mr. and Mrs. Tchotchke.
Do you live
I
next
feel
to
like
my parents?
That's what your parents probably have.
My parents' backyard, I make fun of a joke. I'm like, oh, cool.
You make fun of a joke?
I make fun of them all the
Oh.
time that their yard, I'm like, oh, so what time does the shop open today? Are people coming by to shop these things you have back here? And it's like the whole backyard is decorated. It looks like an outdoor home goods.
Mhm.
But my mom's favorite thing is to, and I can't make fun of her for this because I'm glad she does like this hobby. She paints, like repaints the lawn ornaments that like if someone in our family's like front lawn saint gets faded, my
Oh,
mom
okay,
takes
yeah.
it and repaints it. She does it with all her lawn ornaments. So the other day I'm talking to her and she was like, yeah, I was looking outside and there's a rock I really want to paint. And I'm like,
Listen, whatever
I said-
she's got to do to keep herself active.
I said, we need to open you a ceramic shop where people come in and
Yeah.
you do like paint and sit.
Erica also said they just painted all of them too. So maybe she does live next
You
to your
live
mom,
in North
Carla Marie.
Arlington, New Jersey.
Moving on, though, from Valentine's Day gifts to Valentine's dads, cold feet trend. I don't know what this is or why it's on the list.
I need everybody to be a part of this.
Okay.
You know how like Goop and Gwyneth Paltrow come up with like the stupidest things, but then everyone starts doing it? Like people were steaming their vajayjays for the
Yeah, and then
longest
putting rocks in there. Wasn't there like a rock smuggling operation going on
time. Painted
with
rock.
vaginas?
I don't remember that
Something
one.
like that.
So the other day I was so thirsty and I somehow drank everything in my Stanley, which is
It's a
massive.
big Stanley.
And it was like
The
5
Stanley
a.m.
steamer.
It was 5 a.m. and I went downstairs to the Brita and I was like filling it and I was half asleep. So like I moved it a little bit and the water, ice cold Brita water, hit my feet.
Okay.
5 a.m. and I was like, ah! I was wide. It was Saturday.
Yeah.
I was wide awake. I went back into bed. My feet were there, like still cold from the shock. And I was like, just sitting there going, this is it.
What is it?
This is how we need to tell people to wake up in the morning.
Well, you're kind of taking the cold shower
Yeah,
thing,
but
or
this
the
is-
cold plunge.
This is an easy step in, if you will, because it's feet, into this trend.
Okay.
And I think what you could do every morning is just swing your feet over your tub and just do a quick ice cold on your feet, and you're awake. You don't have to jump in and do the whole shower.
I mean, yeah, it's a thing that could work. Absolutely.
I'm telling you. So I got to come up with a cool name for it. And we're all going to do it. And we're all going to post about it. And we're going to see if Gwyneth falls for it.
No, I think Gwyneth's team, I don't think they take outside ideas. Because
No, they
outside
do.
ideas would make too much sense.
No, they have to get them from somewhere.
Because didn't they make up the sunning your butthole thing too?
Yeah, but
Like you go into the sun, you spread your butt cheeks, and you let the sun hit your beehole.
I'm going to try it this summer.
Sunning your butthole?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah, you could do that, Tacoma Swiftie. Like, if you end your shower, instead of you turning it all the way cold, your whole body, you can do just your feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, this is the new trend. Wake up tomorrow morning.
The foot plunge says
When you're
it's
like-
Meg, not Megan.
When you're so sleepy, just remember the foot plunge.
The foot plunge. Is that what we're calling it?
I don't know. I'm not there for it. That sounds a little sexual.
What?
It seems like feet people would be into that.
I mean, I'm sure that feet people would be into it.
Frozen foot.
Frozen foot's a good one.
Wakey toes.
What?
Foot
Freeze, frozen foot.
No. Krisha,
Frozen footy?
frozen footy's cool.
The frozen footy trend.
Krisha, this is so different than putting cold water on your face.
Why?
Because your feet actually, this isn't even a joke, have so many nerves in them. And that's why when you bang your foot, it feels like it's their whole life is over and this is death. So your feet have so many nerves. That's like, do you ever get the socks that show you all the different parts of your body?
I've seen them, yes.
Yeah. So that's why it's better than your face.
Ooh, froze toes.
Ooh, tones, froze toes. You're going to steal my trend.
What? That was Liz from Gettysburg, not me.
Froze toes.
I didn't say that. Yeah, I think you've got a lot of alliteration to work with. You've got a lot of rhyming to work
Ooh,
with.
feet first. Yeah. Try it tomorrow.
The icy petty.
Try it tomorrow and Thursday. And I will only be accepting reviews from people that do it both mornings.
What mornings?
Tomorrow and Thursday. And then come back to Twitch and tell me about it.
I-
Frozy Toesy.
That's a good one. I tried. I listened to when I was running, I guess like a year and a half ago. I listened to the full audiobook from Wim Hof,
Yes.
the Iceman.
Yeah.
And it's all about like taking cold showers and accepting the cold, going on walks in like t-shirts, and I guess he climbs mountains in like boxers, whatever. He does a lot of cold things. And for a while, I was trying the thing that he tells you to do early on is take your regular shower. And I was trying this. And then at the end of your regular shower, for the last 30 seconds, just take the thing,
I did
go over
this
to
morning.
cold, and then let that just run over you for about 30 seconds. And every week you try to extend it by 10 seconds or something like that until you can get to like 2 minutes. And I know a lot of people like the Rogans of the world, a lot of the Instagrammers, podcasters will have like a cold plunge in their Austin homes or whatever. I just don't like cold water.
I know you don't.
I
This
just
morning I did a
don't
quick
like it.
whoop of the cold because after my workout and my shower, I still felt like I was sweating.
I will do it if I'm showering at the gym and I go into the sauna at the end of my workout. I will sometimes throw it on a slightly colder temperature, but I don't think it helps me from stopping sweating. It just keeps, I sweat all day. It's just what I do. Cold water is supposed to be good for post-workout. Also, there's new research that says cold water plunge or an ice bath is actually, this doesn't sound like it should work, but it's actually great for testosterone levels before you work out. There's some weird thing that happens in your body, but then after you do it, you've got to make sure that you're warmed up enough and your body's not like super tense before you work out.
I'm with Jen. She says showers must burn my skin off. That
Yeah,
is normally what I do.
I'm a pretty warm shower person.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm scalding hot, but I'm a long shower person.
Yeah.
Like I will be in there for 20 minutes. I try to like save the planet everywhere else in my life so that I can appreciate my long showers,
Oh yeah, you take long showers.
Because I think that's the one thing I do. Like Taylor Swift loves her private jet. That's how she ruins the planet. I take long showers. We all do something.
And you leave the lights on, so you're gonna have to start picking one.
Yeah, I would rather live in the dark and have
I started
warm
setting all of
showers.
our lights to go off after a certain amount of time being on.
Cool. Yeah, we all have our things. Has anyone tried cryotherapy? That is from Wendy
did,
in
right?
Virginia. We both did it. Yeah. How'd you feel about it?
Cold.
You know what's
They give
funny?
us gloves, right?
They give you gloves and socks.
And a hat.
Did we have? Yeah, we had a hat, which is weird because my head wasn't in there, so I don't think I needed the hat.
Sorry, guys.
But maybe it keeps your heat from like escaping from your head.
I think I'm lack of oxygen this morning.
Maybe it was your cold feet.
I didn't do cold feet today.
You said you did a cold shower.
No,
though.
I did a quick. Or it's cold.
I did like the cryotherapy thing. It wasn't as cold. It wasn't as painful or cold as I thought it would be. It was definitely cold.
Water is definitely worse.
Yes.
Like whatever temperature the cryotherapy was, if you put me in water for that long, that same temperature, no.
Fred the Mailman, cryotherapy equals delivering mail all winter in Ohio.
You must have no inflammation.
I could only imagine.
What is the I was watching, I guess it was actually the Goop series on Netflix, and there's that series about, remember we were watching about like people, and it's about people who do crazy things. The one woman who like had one leg and walked through the desert on that like marathon thing.
I didn't watch that.
Each episode was like something crazy that people do.
Sure.
And this one girl like was diving, like would cut out the ice and dive into it. And she was like working on the water.
Yeah.
And I guess she had passed out several times. It was so cold. So like there's always someone that needs to watch over her. Like,
and what is her goal?
To stay under a certain amount of time. Completely submerged.
In freezing cold water.
Freezing.
So like freezing yourself and holding your breath. She's like a modern day Houdini.
Yes. And she did it on that episode.
Yeah, that's just, that life ain't for me, dog.
Like I'm watching it in my bed and it's freezing. That series was really good.
There are a lot of challenges that I see and I'm like, I wonder if I could do that. The ones that I will always stay away from, the ones that make you a little claustrophobic, like I'm not burying myself alive.
Nope.
That ain't happening. Can't do it.
Nope.
My brain would explode. And the cold water ones, I don't think, the cold temperature ones, I should say, I would be out of that as well. What?
There's games on the Netflix app?
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing everything. Scotty said, when I go to the Korean spa, I do the hot tub, then the cold tub.
Oh, me too.
I did that once. I don't know if was it Korean or Chinese? There was like,
Yuan Spa.
Yuan spa. What is it specifically? I want to say it's Chinese.
I think so.
Or maybe it's just Eastern.
Sojo
Asian
Spa
in
is
general.
Korean in Edgewater, New Jersey, and they have the same things there.
I want to make sure
Wendy said my cousin swims ice miles.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds terrible.
Is there a way to see the list of shows you've watched on Netflix without just like those 5?
There should be. I'm trying to see. It just says Foundations of Asia's Ancient Healing Philosophies. So blending the foundation of Asia's ancient healing philosophies with the West's modern spa technologies, you embark on a holistic sensory journey that will transform your body and spirit. So I don't think it's any specific Asian country that they're taking from. It's probably just pieces from all of them. And I'm sure there's similarities between all of them as well.
All I do know is they do great massages there.
It's a really cool spot.
Yeah.
I mean, we were paid at one point to go do
paid.
like
It just gave us free.
we were. What's the word I'm looking for?
Gifted.
No, there's another word
An
I'm looking for.
experience. Invited.
Nope.
I can't trade.
Given compensation. We were compensated for talking about them at one point on social. We did like a thing with them.
Yeah, but we weren't paid.
No, but we were compensated.
Yes, I just want to make sure
Yeah.
we're talking about. the same thing.
But that's long. That was over a year ago.
Yeah,
I would still highly suggest
we went for Valentine's Day last year.
treating yourself and checking out. I think they have 2 locations now.
There's
Bellevue.
one in Bellevue, actually, right near Orange Theory, where the class is.
Yep.
So you could, work out, shower, and then go. And there's one in Totem Lake,
Yep.
in like the new shopping
Which
center.
is Kirkland, that area.
It's Totem Lake.
It says Bellevue location or Totem Lake Kirkland location.
Oh,
Got a little toot with that one, didn't you? Because you thought you were so smart. I've never done the float tank. That's one have you done the sensory
I
like?
have had a gift card for it since we moved here, but I'm too scared.
There's one right by when I go boxing at Title Boxing in Greenwood. Right around the corner as I have to come home. I pass it all the time. I think it's called Float Seattle.
Yeah.
Possibly. And I've always wanted to do it, but it's also, it teeters on that edge of me feeling a
Well,
little
you
claustrophobic
can
because
do
I don't
it.
like being closed into
You
things.
can do it without the lid.
But then it's not sensory deprivation, is it?
I think it's still as dark. It's pretty dark.
Huh.
My
Maybe
friend
I-
Alex did it, and she is claustrophobic.
Well, my thing isn't, I just don't, I need to
Very.
be able to like move freely. And if I know how to get out quickly, I won't feel claustrophobic. I don't like feeling trapped. I don't think anyone likes feeling trapped, but that's like my thing.
Maria said, I hated the float tank. It made me nauseous, but apparently that means it worked right away. What?
So it's supposed to make you nauseous?
Nope.
I don't know if I like that at all. That sounds like something I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Krisha said I was talking to one of the. Oh, so by the way, Krisha Nicole did come to the event yesterday.
Yep.
It was awesome seeing her and hanging out with her for a little bit. And she said she was talking to one of the employees there last night at the Columbia Tower, and he said he does that, which I'm assuming
Float
is
tanks?
the float
That's
tanks.
cool.
It's 100% dark. You just float. I'm
Yeah,
also I'm not
think
a
I would
good
panic.
floater.
I don't do well in like, nah.
How deep is the water? Because I'm not a good floater in
You,
pools.
you won't sink. I mean, you won't drown.
Okay.
I don't think.
I mean,
What?
What?
Angela, it can make you nauseous. The key is to not eat within 2 hours of doing float therapy and drink a lot of water. So I'm full of water so I can float.
Maybe that's what helps you float.
Can you pee in that thing? How long you got to be in there for?
I mean, I'm sure you could, but I don't think it's moving water. So
I don't
you would
care.
just be, you don't care?
It's your own pee. It's not. Your own pee grosses you out?
Sitting in it? Yes. I don't look at it and think like, oh, that's so disgusting. You're a disgusting beast, Anthony, when I'm peeing. But I wouldn't want to like wade in it either.
It's apparently good for your
I'm not
skin.
splashing around in a kiddie pool of my own pee.
But you go in a pool at a hotel where it's everyone else's pee?
Yeah, there's also tons of chlorine in there, you know? Kills everything. Yeah, Carla Marie, I don't think anyone here agrees with you.
Pee is different than poop.
Well, yeah,
I just wanted to be
no one
clear.
made that
You're
argument.
not
No one
okay,
was
like,
even
swimming your
trying.
own poop.
No one was trying to make the argument that pee and poop are the same.
Ugh.
But yeah, I don't think you should be peeing in the float tank. I'm sure someone has, maybe if they've like fallen asleep and just like it's
Okay,
out
they
there.
peed in their sleep?
No, but isn't there a thing? I don't know if this is a urban legend or if it actually works or not, but I'm always terrified of it. This is like a big fear of mine is if you dip someone's hand in warm water while they're sleeping, they'll pee themselves. Have you heard that?
Yeah, it was like what you would do to everyone at a slumber party.
But does it actually work?
I'm sure for some people. But I'm not about to test it on you because then you're either peeing on my couch or the bed.
No, you will not test that out on me.
I might
Because
draw on your face.
I
one
won't
night.
live here anymore.
I might draw
That's-
on your face one night.
Does putting someone's wow.
Listen to us?
Okay. So let's see.
83 Marie Smith said, yes, it's true. I did it to my brother when he was a kid.
The warm water whiz, according to TV tropes. It's an old trick often done by the prankster. You put someone's hand in warm water while they're asleep and they pee themselves. Simple as that. This may or may not be truth. Oh, this is a Truth in Television article. There is such a thing called immersion diuresis, which is urination brought on by temperature and pressure changes from immersing the body in water. However, research suggests the whole limb or the whole body needs to go underwater for this mechanism to work. A single hand isn't enough. The prank was actually tested by Mythbusters, but they didn't find evidence that it works. However, very rarely, for very few people, it may.
So I will never forget this episode of Almost on Air with Erica and John.
Uh-huh.
And John talked about a study about how women shouldn't pee in the shower.
Just women. Men are allowed to?
Just let me, there's
Okay,
like
sorry.
health reasons. One is apparently standing up as a woman when you pee, it's bad for the muscles. That when you're sitting, they contract a certain way and it's just easier on them.
Okay.
But I guess this would also be for men and women as well. When you shower and you start to pee every time you get in the shower, every time your body feels or hears the shower or water, it thinks it has to pee, and sometimes actually you go. So I think of this all the time because every time I'm in the shower now, my body's ruined. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. And I'm like, damn it, John, you were right.
How often do you pee in the shower?
Every time. And you know this.
Every time?
Every time, and you know this.
I don't know that.
Gotta save toilet paper.
Wait, what?
Gotta save toilet paper.
Oh.
Like women use toilet paper.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just didn't hear what you said.
Just making sure you knew.
My thoughts on peeing in the shower might be a little sexist. I think it's way more appropriate for men to pee in the shower, not because of like the health benefits that John claims in the almost on air podcast, which is now they're both fully on air
and they don't do the podcast.
But I just think it makes more sense because guys can aim, like if you're a reasonable, responsible man, you can aim to the drain and just pee like right down the drain. So I think it's a little more responsible and appropriate for men to do so. I mean, for a woman, you'd have to really like get close to the wall, get close to the edge.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Like squat over the drain and try to do your thing there, which I doubt any woman is doing.
Thank you, Chris. I say anyone should pee in the shower who wants to.
Listen, if you want to do it, do it.
It's not like I'm
It also like it flushes basically as you're doing it.
Exactly. And the only thing that really touches it is your feet. And if I am going to take a bath, I do clean the tub first.
Yeah, I do that regardless of...
We got the Mr. Clean guys.
What?
The Mr. Clean bath.
Okay. Man, we went from Valentine's Day to peeing in the bath.
Vanessa with one S. Oh, thank you, Anthony, for mansplaining peeing.
No, I'm not mansplaining peeing. I'm just explaining my views on why men... it's more responsible and appropriate for a man to pee in the shower than it is for a woman. Like, if you're a responsible...
Yeah, but I'm much lower to the ground. So, like, you're
anything?
peeing higher, like from a higher spot, mine just goes right there.
I don't know if that matters. I was going to make a joke like, it's not that high off the ground. You know what I mean?
I was waiting for that.
But I didn't.
Have you seen the signs coming over the Ballard Bridge? They're like lawn signs, and it's for like a bath remodel place, I believe, or plumber. It's a plumber, and on the sign it says, "We'll never mansplain" or something. And I was like, I love it. I'm gonna hire them.
But okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If you hire a plumber and you don't know anything about your plumbing situation, and they start explaining what they're doing, are they mansplaining it? Do you care? Do you want the explanation?
If I ask. Like, I asked that guy that guy did help us, who came after I left my home. Like, if someone leaves their hose on in the middle of winter, maybe you do need to explain what's happening. Martha said, funny story. Zach, her son, had to pee while Jake, her other son, was on the toilet. I walked in and saw Zach peeing in the shower. It wasn't on while Jake was sitting on the toilet.
Yeah. I don't know why I did this. Growing up in Ridgewood, we used to have this enclosed like back porch area. And in that enclosed back porch area was oftentimes where my friends and I would hang out. Like my PlayStation was back there with the TV. When I got a little older and my friends and I started drinking a little bit, we'd also drink back there.
I gotta pee so bad now.
Now, we also had a bathroom like right off of our kitchen.
Right there.
Which is right next to the enclosed porch area.
2 feet.
Yeah, I would say, honestly, steps-wise, you're talking from the door of the enclosed porch area to that bathroom, maybe 8 steps.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
But I would always, for a long time, I would go outside and pee on a tree at my parents' house.
Why?
I don't know. I just did. I just felt like it was easier.
Know this?
My mom came back one time while I was peeing.
That's an okay time to backhand your kid.
And she was like, "What are you doing?" And I just had to explain. I was like, I'm just peeing. I feel like it's easier to come out here." And she looked at me. She was like, "You're an idiot.
No,
Go pee inside."
And were you allowed to keep doing it?
I mean, I wasn't allowed at any point. Did I keep doing it? Yes.
No.
I did.
Absolutely not.
And then when I had a college house and we would throw parties, I had a very specific rule. As a guy, you were supposed to go behind the garage and pee because at one point we only had one bathroom. And if there's a line for the bathroom and there's a bunch of girls trying to pee, I would just go tell every guy on the line, go outside, go into the corner. It's right back there and pee. And then one time I had to kick someone out of my house because he tried to pee in the corner of our living room. That got ugly. I went to go fight him, but his whole frat was there, and then his frat like bum rushed us, and I thought I was gonna die, but it turns out they were actually kicking out that guy. It was really a scary situation for me, but it turned out just fine. Our friend the mailman, I pee outside often, keeps the deer away.
Well, maybe you should do that so we don't get raccoons.
Does it keep raccoons away as well?
I don't know, but our neighbors would all watch you.
That's true. I think there are too many people
You
around.
can pee in a cup and we can pour it out there.
That's too many steps.
I feel like guys don't have to pee in cups as much as women.
No, I did have to do it at work though.
When your life insurance test?
Yeah.
Test.
There was so my mom had set up life insurance for all 3 of her sons at one point. This is like
Smart.
when I was still working at Elvis's show. I don't know if we had started the podcast yet. So this was maybe pre-2014.
We did because we talked about it on the podcast.
And the life insurance person had to come meet us all where we were and take a pee sample. And I had to walk through our office with a cup of pee.
That should have never been allowed.
It was real weird.
Gross.
It's real weird.
So,
But I also used to have to pee in cups at Seton Hall for part of our athletic drug testing.
because you were a D1 athlete.
D1 athlete, baby. And I was so strong. They're like, that guy has to be on steroids. And I wasn't. It was just pure Middle Eastern testosterone.
Ew.
The worst, though, was the first time I took a pee test, because the guy has to watch you pee.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm out.
And
I never play.
I
Now I
was
gotta pee so
nervous
bad.
enough, and then I started peed in the cup, and there's like a little red line you got to get to. And then when you're done, you put the pee cup on top of the urinal, and you still have some left, so you finish. So I did that. I put the pee cup on top of the urinal. I finished, and the guy, like I'll never forget. He put the cup on top, or he moved it like around a little bit, puts it back on top, and he like starts looking at it, gets like a lower angle. And he goes, "No, you're going to give me a little more. You're a little under the line." I was like,
Well,
"Well,
why
man,
wouldn't you go above the line?
I thought I was."
No,
From my angle-
I fill that puppy up to as much as I can go.
Well, from
It's
my
tippy
angle,
top.
I'm looking down at it, so you think you're at the line before you are because of your perspective. And at the same time, I was like, I don't want to get too close and then
Did you
like pee on my
no,
hand.
You go all the way.
So then I had to sit there for another 20 minutes because I had like nothing left. So I had to sit there, drink a bottle of water, but then you have to make sure that you're not peeing too soon after you drink your bottle of water, because then it's like just water that's coming out.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh, if it's too diluted, they'll make you wait there for an hour
But how do
and
they
pee
know
again.
it's diluted and you're not just hydrated?
It's they tell you specifically not to overhydrate yourself, because if it's too diluted, if it's too clear, they'll make you wait there, not drink water until you have to pee again, which could take hours.
Angela said Sonny is a probation officer, so that's part of his job. Every other day,
Yep.
having to watch people pee.
It's weird.
Wow, I
It's
don't want
weird.
that job. You as a woman, like every time you go to the doctor,
Me as a woman?
anyone as a woman, every time you go to the doctor, it's like, let's see if you're pregnant, or for me, it's what bladder infection do you have today?
Uh-huh.
And you got to pee in the cup, but you're supposed to. And now men don't have these rules. You have to. They give you wipes. You have to like wipe the area first on your part.
Oh, your own area. Okay.
Yeah, because that's part of the whole process.
Okay.
And then you have to pee a little bit in the toilet bowl and then pee in the cup.
You have to stop your stream?
Or just whoop, and I
Oof.
don't care. They wear a glove when they pick it up, so I don't care.
That's fair. Okay.
And then you got to give them enough. If they got to run a few tests, they just really dip little things in it.
Do they have
And the little window?
a window in the bathroom?
Mhm.
Not a window. It's like a slot, like a
Yeah.
bank slot.
Yep.
Like you open up the thing and you put your cup in there and then they can open it from the other side.
Yeah.
I always thought that was the coolest thing. I've wanted those in a house, but like not for pee, just to have. It's really like an envelope slot
Yeah, but
in a home.
it just slides. It's not an envelope. An envelope slot would mean you're dumping your cup in a.
No, but it's the same idea. It opens from both sides and you place your
We don't
pee
have it
there.
like that.
I don't know. No, we don't have one of those.
No, I'm talking about. It's just a window.
But it opens from the other side.
Yeah.
Ours was like a metal door.
Dr. A's office, some of them are like two-sided. You put it in and you close your side so that if someone else is peeing and they open the other side, they're not looking at them.
Yes.
Dr. A's, I think, is just one, but they can tell if someone's in the bathroom. It's a much smaller office.
Gotcha.
Martha's right. There are so many rules. I remember the first time I was like, I think I've been doing this wrong the whole time.
Oh, yeah. So for the mailman, he delivers mail. So I was right. It is like a mail thing. It's like the old milk chutes. Milkmen used to put milk in like a thing and you could open it from inside your house.
Yeah, but an envelope thing, I think you're missing. Like you drop into there. I'm
No,
not dropping a pea cup.
I get that.
Wow, I really
Wait, so what are all the steps? What are all the other rules for when you've got to go pee in a cup?
Then do you just pee in a cup? You don't have to wipe the tip first?
No, you just pee and you go.
Yeah, so women, you got to get the specific wipe.
Okay.
You got to wipe parts of it.
Well, there's different parts. I'm assuming the biomechanics of it
Yes.
are different.
Then, like I said, you got to drop some into the bowl.
Why do you have to do that, though? Like, how do they know?
I think the first part is maybe, I don't know, not the kind they want.
You've never asked these questions?
I can ask them.
And they've told you specifically, like, start
There's
peeing.
a sign.
Oh, there's steps on the sign?
Yeah. I have
Yeah,
to pee
I don't
so
think-
bad now.
I don't think we've
Yes, and there are, so Nolly's right, there are rules how you're supposed to wipe.
beforehand.
Yeah.
After, they don't care.
They don't care how you, well, you're supposed to go back to front always
Huh.
for health reasons.
Never knew there were so many rules. Glad I don't have one of those.
There are, it's like owning a car.
Well, someone's got to
Gotta
ride
get
it.
No. Gotta get it serviced. Make sure the oil's up to date and, clean it.
Oh, Scotty said it depends on the test. Sometimes for men, sometimes you have to wipe, other times you don't. STD tests you don't wipe. Is that for men or women? I don't know. I don't even know where we are in this conversation anymore because we've gone. I don't think we ever meant to talk about pee for this long.
We've done it before for sure.
Listen,
I gotta go so bad, so bad.
pee aside, I think a lot of people, including Carla Marie, now have to pee
You're
because
gonna
of
think
that
us
discussion.
Now for every time you pee today, tomorrow when you go to pee in the shower, and then when you gotta do your cold feet tomorrow and Thursday.
Crazy Dream Girl, couldn't have said it better myself. It got weird in here. Thank you for hanging with us. We will see you on Thursday. Of course, as always, there is a new episode of the Morning Show podcast available for you wherever you listen to
What'd I say?
podcasts. What, Carla Marie?
Women should write. I said back to front. It's front to back wiping. Thank you, sorry. I didn't realize what I said.
Later.
Happy Valentine's Day. Did you say that?
I believe I did.